He says, peace, peace be still. Lives his Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and I'm thankful to be able to share with you another presentation of what I call Friday fundamentals. Friday fundamentals. We just look at some fundamental uh, aspects of the faith that sometimes we often neglect. If you grew up in the church, perhaps you heard that song or sung the song. If you read the Bible and if you read it well, then I'll tell the story, or you know the story that I'm about to tell. Let me look at this and make sure I got it right. Yeah. If you read the Bible, if you read it well, then you'll know the story that I'm about to tell. That I'm about to tell. I'm coming up, Lord. I'm coming up soon. I want you to be thinking about this phrase or this thought. Listen to the story. Listen to the story. In the Old Testament, there was an intentional effort made to ensure that oral and written traditions were passed from generation to generation. God clearly expected the older generation to be available to answer questions and offer explanation to the next generation, to the children as well. There were a number of special occasions, feasts, and festivals to remind the nation of Israel of their heritage and divine expectations of Yahweh. There are three practices that I want to share in this Friday fundamental. Faith traditions and worship customs were taught. If you read Exodus chapter 12, they were to come together and remind the next generation of the Passover. What is the Passover? Why are we observing the Passover? That generation had to listen to the story. The patriarchs used the narrative form of teaching. If you read Judges, I believe it's the sixth chapter, Gideon reminds the audience that he's talking to of the miracles that the ancestors talked about. Again, a group had to listen to the story. When you read the book of Proverbs, all through the book of Proverbs, parents showed the consequences of wrong behavior and right behavior. Parents were expected to share their experiences with their children. Listen to the story. What's sad and tragic in Judges chapter 2, when Joshua died and the next generation came, they did not know the works of the Lord. When I read that passage of scripture, I asked a lot of questions. Why is it they did not know what the Lord had done? What happened? Why is it that the Passover was not passed down? Why is it they didn't know about the Red Sea? Why is it they didn't know about angel food coming from heaven? Why did the story stop being retold? I want to say it. I just want to share. Listen to the story. Learn the story. Retell the story. And when you retell what's already been told, you don't have to make up anything, and you don't have to make up a story. So I'm just trusting and praying that this Friday fundamental basically is listen to the story, learn the story. Retell the story. Listen to what the older generation learned and then retell what they told. It's okay. You don't have to make up anything. God already has it laid out for us. So that's the Friday fundamental. Listen to the story, learn the story, retell the story. Be careful not to make up the story. May God bless you. May He bless you.
Like a child.